Good morning, GCI community. We are back and better than ever. Well, all right. This is episode number 267 of Draw Every Day. We're going to be starting on Jack's request. Superman holding a car, saving a citizen. And this is going to be kind of on an epic scale for the GCI studios. Welcome, Jack. You were the first one here. Awesome. And there's Costi here early. And Aries, good morning. Hey, thanks for being here. And we got Nova. Good morning, Nova. Thank you for being here, Aries. You are bright and early. So yeah, we're going to do Superman catching a car, saving. I'm going to actually make the citizen a police officer. So the police officer will be down on the ground. They're being attacked by some powerful supervillain force. And Superman sees a car hurling through the air, heading for the police officer. Thank you for your references. I will check the email. Haven't checked that for a day or two. So what I want to do is get some layouts figured out. Thanks, Nova, for that. So I'm just going to kind of divide this paper up into 4 sections to get an idea what I'm going to do here for Jack's Superman catching the car, actually saving a Metropolis police officer. So I've been looking at a few references, and I think I've got the Superman pose down. Just be a matter of getting the car worked in and the police officer. So let's do a small version of Superman. These are just going to be really loose, really quick, just to get some idea of where we want everybody to be and everything. So then the car would be up here, kind of an undershot of the undercarriage of the vehicle. But you'd have to have it kind of in the center to be balancing it with one hand. Okay, great, Nova. Keep on creating. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is my process. I like to do some smaller versions of what, because the paper I'm going to use is actually a poster board, the reverse side, not the glossy side, and it's 14 by 22, so this is going to be the biggest project yet. And there is Mr. Thrillhouse 360 himself. Welcome, Nick, to this epic undertaking, Superman catching a car. And we're going to have him saving a police officer. So I just want to kind of get the idea of Superman's pose here. Maybe get that cape coming out, because he's, maybe do a double, really put some energy in that cape. Yes, you can get a new request, because right now we're working on this one. Then we're going to do Chun-Li and Wonder Woman for Nova. So what would be your next request, Costi? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like button and consider subscribing. So that's Nova. So what would your request be, Costi? As we're getting a kind of a layout figured out here. So this would be a plant leg. Jim Carrey's Riddler. Yes, I am going to like that one. And yes, that is on the list. Jim Carrey as Riddler. Got it. And that is a Costi request. So this is the one we're working on right now, Superman catching the car. And maybe Paul Dano's Riddler. I'll have to look into that one, huh? Paul Dano's Riddler from Jack. Yes, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing because you're in the process. This is the early stages. We're going to be drawing this Superman catching a car on an epic scale. Make this car gigantic, up over his head. Just kind of rough it in, maybe even a pickup truck for now. And Superman's kind of got a knee up here. Some of the reference I'm looking at from some Jim Lee illustrations of Superman catching a car. Then our police officer could be like down in here. The other car would have to be even bigger. Of course, we'll just insinuate, block out the car. We can get more details as we get closer to that, but could even be just kind of grasping it enough to punch it out of the way. And police officer, get the eraser. Be down here somewhere. Of course, he's looking up, he's worried. Kind of twist it a little bit. Oh yeah, that guy, right? Gotcha. Is that the guy with the duct tape from the Batman movie? And then we'll get a police officer reference from like New York. For that. So that would kind of be foreground, middle ground, background. Hello, Roar Knight Hydration. It's me, the Hydration Knight, here for drinking the water. Yeah, I drink a lot of water. That's after the coffee. That's about all I drink. So thank you, the Hydration Knight. When I get done with some of my coffees, I will be on to water. So that is a basic idea right there. I was also kind of thinking of maybe catching the front of the car, kind of like Robert Downey Jr. in the first Iron Man when he was battling with Mr. Stain. That would be kind of a back view of the soups. Can you make it the officer is backwards? You can only see the back of him, please. Yeah, I could do that. Select the back of the office. Yeah, let's try another one. So this will be his plant leg once again. This leg's kind of up on some debris from the attack of a supervillain. The officer could be back of his head here. Maybe he's not completely down, he's kind of crouching. And with a looking up. All right, yeah, thanks for that. All right, we'll see you when you get back, Costi. One arm up, back of his head. Yeah, and then this leg is down. Okay, you got yours all roughed out. Doing a sketch of Scorpion. Very cool. Nova. I think I better get started. We're losing our viewers' interest watching me do the preliminaries. So I'm going to start roughing out Superman. That'll get the reference for everything else. And I'll keep this nearby so I can refer to it as we go. Superman's going to be big. Let's zoom this out so we can get the scope of what we're doing here. All right. Oh, there goes my reference iPad. It's kind of a bigger setup, so I'm having to reorganize this a little bit, rearrange. All right, here we go. Let's get started on some Superman. So this is a comic book size. Headings up here. Card's gonna be up here. We don't want to make it Superman too big so we can see some of the details. You were playing Mortal Kombat before you joined the stream. Very cool. All right, so I'm just roughing in the Superman version of this sketch right now. Just want to get a basic outline going, so even if I have to make that head smaller, really just using a silhouette reference. Kind of doing my own version, obviously, of Superman. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for the likes in this early stage when you guys can't really tell what I'm going to be coming up with. So I appreciate that. Hello, Gun Jame. A JoJo reference. What is a JoJo reference? And Costi is back. All right, I'm not going to get too worried. I'm going to be able to adjust that arm. Thank you for being here, everybody. Please don't forget to hit the like button. You are seeing the beginning of a epic scale. It's a 14 by 22 reverse side poster board. I'm doing a gigantic, basically a cover. It's going to be I'll be able to find one when I get to the police officer, because he'll be kind of down in here somewhere. And I could do the, figure out back, maybe even crouch and turn his torso this way. The car is going to be kind of going up this, maybe the door. It's going to be really big. You won't see the total, but you'll get the overall idea. Gibbs, since you know I do battle edits now on my channel, you want to know what app I use for my edits? Yes, I do want to know, because I'm still trying to figure out how to do edits. I cannot really do them. Can't get it. Or maybe I don't have the patience to stop and figure it out. I don't know what my deal is, but my edits are horrible. Gotta go. Okay, Aries. All right, thank you very much, Aries. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're gonna be here for a while. So if you get time to come back, we'll probably still be here. And I'm going to use the cape to draw your attention up to Superman, and then the car is going to be framing in the top portion of this, basically a cover. Do the small knee joint, small joints. Yeah, this is some durable stock I'm drawing on, being the reverse side of the poster board. I really like it. I've done a few. Done a Superman this scale, and a Batman this scale, and a Hulk sketch on this scale. Good morning, Doro. Welcome back to the stream. Doing the Batman saving the police officer from a car that's hurling through the air. This was requested by Jack, who on here you know him as James Spicer. Oh yeah, cut cap to edit. Yes, I noticed you do that. I know that's what my grandson was using when he was doing his channel regularly. That cap cut or cut cap, whatever it's called. All right, getting that roughed in. I'll bring some of this light back down here. That might just be my device. CapCut is the perfect app for me to do my edits. No one can replace it. LOL. Very cool. Kasi hit 294 on the subs, creeping up on the 300. Nova's, she hit 234. Awesome. GCI Studios yesterday, we hit 2,252. 2,252. With the 5 we got during the stream, and then a few more. Yes, good job, Nova, and awesome job, Nick. You guys keep on growing, and the GCI community will keep on supporting you guys. All right, so I'm going to need a solid reference here. There we go. Go back to my beginnings. On one knee. Yes, I was on a cruise. That is true. No problem. Glad I can help you guys. Very good, Noah. Keep on growing. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I think I'm going to do something a little different. I can't find, like you were saying, that back pose that I like. So I'm going to have him, the police officer, kind of in front of Soups. You have another request? I'm still in the just starting your last request. Can I see your request? Can I see your request? Can you say your request over again? I don't see it. Also, if you don't mind me adding one thing to the list, can you do a classic Jack Kirby Hulk since it's Marvel? I'm guessing it'll be a short. Yes, I could do a Jack Kirby Hulk, but I'm going to put my spin on it. You know that. So where are we at? Oh, my list is filling up again because of my smiling Superman. Jack Kirby Hulk for Jack. Jack Kirby for Jack. Yes, I could do that. Where are we at? Get your toast, man. And police officers in New York kind of have a utility belt, gun belt, similar to Batman's. Yes, I can. And I will. right, that's kind of the roughed in of the police officer. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Thank you for being here this morning. We are roughing out a Superman catching a vehicle flying through the air, saving a what will be a Metropolis police officer during a supervillain attack. So let's go check out the Communiteo. Go to the newest. This is from Nova 5 minutes ago. Very cool. Very well done. I like it a lot. So that's your scorpion, you said? Very cool. I like the face. Those angry eyes. Very good, Noah. Thanks for posting that. And then Costi has some... Posse posted something 2 minutes ago. Some of the costumes for Avengers Doomsday have been shown in San Diego Comic-Con. So here's some of the costumes. Yeah, I heard that Cyclops, his costume was out. There's a Captain America for the movie. That'll probably, yeah, it looks like it'll be Anthony Mackie. Oh, yep, there's Gambit. That looks like Fantastic Four. Sue. There's a Thor. Very cool. Thanks for posting that as well, Costi. Oh, there's more. That's a close-up of the Captain America. Oh yeah, these Doomsday witches. And there's our yeah, very cool. Zip it up. All right. So we're getting Officer Ruffin here. His belt's got some pretty significant whatever this is on their shoulder. I can make up my own logo for Metropolis. Yeah, Cyclops, very cool. I'm going to save this reference for the officer so I can come back to it. A regular Joe Blow. All right, we have to be adjusting this so I can get something of the vehicle roughed in. I'm gonna need my straight edge and I'm gonna need a vehicle reference. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you for the likes. And we're just going to keep on trucking. With our Superman. Okay. I'm going to go back to the Superman references real quick. Hang in there with me for a second. The toast has popped. Ready for toast. Jack, I gave you the idea to eat toast, so technically I'm feeding you. So Costi says, which team are you excited to see most in Avengers Doomsday between the Avengers themselves, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts? Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen the X-Men. I think that's who I'm really interested in seeing too. If I level it out more, we'll be able to see more of the side of the car, or the vehicle. Yeah, so let's see what I want to do for sure. One moment, I will be right back, I promise. 4, still at 14 likes. Just gotta get this car angle figured out. Yeah, you'd be late. Okay, let's try that. This erases so well. And that would take care of this tangent I was running into with his forearm and the side of the vehicle. The vehicle. Vegemite. Yeah, they use that in Australia. That was in that song. A Vegemite sandwich. All right, let's bring this up and see how this works. So do I want it tilting that way? Yeah, I think I want it tilting that way. All right, let's try this angle. And we can put a fender up in here. Get some of this undercarriage done. Rocker panel. Door going up. Wheel well here. Here. Amazing toast. All right, let's start getting some details on the soups. See if we can get people's interest back into this thing. Since I've got pretty much a rough idea, I'll also have to work on that undercarriage of that vehicle. Bravo. All right, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a serious, borderline angry Superman since he's in the middle of such a heroic act. Of course, catching a car, that's not a big deal for Superman. Let's get the basic shape of the eyes roughed out so we get an idea of his intensity level. Yeah, very focused. Got to keep that vehicle balanced. Just getting my indicator lines, picking the shapes that I want to keep. Welcome everyone to GCI Studios. I have a rough out of our main character, of course Superman, saving a Metropolis police officer from being crushed by a car that's hurtling through the sky because of a supervillain, undisclosed supervillain. I like it already. Let's zoom in a little bit on what we're doing here with the first level of rendering here on our Superman. Doro, welcome and hello. I'm gonna go back to my original reference real quick. Yeah, I'll have to get an actual undercarriage of a car focus picture. So Cassie's almost done with the edit that he's working on. So want to see a sneak peek? Yes, we would like to see a sneak peek. Welcome everybody here to the GCI Studios. Go back home for a second, hit that for a second, view all items for a second, go back to my original reference. Yes, we have a Superman. He is catching a car, saving a Metropolis police officer from being crushed by the latest supervillain that's attacking the city. So this is on a 14 by 22 reverse side poster board. So we're using the more matte side, the less glossy, slick side, which works much better for my style of art. Hello, Sketch. Welcome to the stream. Please don't hesitate to hit that like button if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. Check out the channel. We have over 3,000 videos. And this is our current one. This is a request by Jack, one of our moderators. He appears as James Spicer on here. He wanted Superman catching a car, saving a civilian, so I just altered that to Superman catching a car, saving a police officer. So let's head to the community and see if Costy's sneak peek is up yet. Yes, here's the sneak peek on edit that Costy is doing. We got one of the Sonic characters fighting a Homelander character. Homelander. Team Shadow versus Homelander. Cool edits, as usual. Good job, Costy. Very well done. All right, let's get back to getting some of these lines decided on. I like a wide belt on the soups. Team Shadow. That's one vote. So don't forget to hit the like button, folks. This has a little bit of a Jim Lee influence to it, obviously. He's done several of these heroic Superman poses, obviously. Of course, we're going to put the underwear on the outside of the Superman costume. Like Serge, welcome back, Serge. Yeah, Jim Lee's one of my influences in my artwork. It's funny, I'm older than a lot of these guys that are my influences. Usually your influences, your guys, people you look up to and whatever situation you're in, you're older than that, you're younger than them, but I'm older than most of my inspirations. Hello, Sharky. Zabuza. Who's Zabuza? I'll have to look that up. I don't know who that is. Zabuza. Yep, hello, Sharky. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the comment. Don't forget that like button. And consider subscribing. We are on here every day, doing primarily DC content. Zabuza. I don't even know what a Zabuza is. That's how out of touch I am. I don't know half of your requests. And of course, that's when the Google decides to lock up. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of a big project. This is going to be several days. I'll look at your Zabuza. Is this who you're talking about? Man, that's some kind of blade. Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be pretty simple to do. I'll tell you what, I'll try to do a time lapse of that guy for you. If you subscribe and if you are here tomorrow when we are continuing to work on this one. So have you subscribed yet, Sharky? Requests are limited to subscribers, and you have to subscribe and at least be at 2 consecutive live streams. Okay, you've subbed. Now I need to see you back here again tomorrow, Sharky, and I will get your request done. Probably, like I said, into a time lapse, since this is mostly DC content on here. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Sharky. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Do not forget that like button and also consider subscribing. We had, what was it? 7 new subscribers yesterday. Day before that, we had 9 new subscribers. Actually, 11 total for the entire day. Entirety of the day. Gibbs, I made another post of my sketch. Can you check it out? Yes, I can. I can check it out. Let's go back to GCI Studios. Community, newest. Oh yeah, give that a thumbs up for Nova's latest post. Looking really good. I am digging it. Yep, I like the hood, like the, yep, all your pencil work looks amazing. Good job, Nova. Justice for Robin. I'll show you one of my favorite Hulk covers that I've done. I'm gonna take a picture of it so I don't have to move my camera. There's one of my favorite Hulk covers I did a few years ago. I like that running pose of looking like a football player. Anyone heard of a superhero movie, DreamWorks, called, yes, Megamind. Yeah, my grandkids and wife were just looking at that not too long ago. They watched that just a few weeks ago. Yeah, this is my favorite position for the Hulk. I started drawing this pose on the airplane one time coming back from Florida years ago. So I incorporated this pose into this cover, and what he's doing in this cover, he's running through the hall, the Justice League, Justice Hall, and tearing down the DC. Yeah, I've seen it, parts of it. I don't think I've watched the whole thing. Hey, Zuri, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And thank you for the likes. Yeah, this is one of my babies. I really enjoyed doing this one. Made it look like it did the Marvel logo and the whole thing. Let me show you another overall view of it. Yeah, this is on the lower right hand section of the wall here in the studio. One of my framed covers, The Unstoppable Hulk. And then I do my own Gibson book comics and do the code ethic, the decency code or whatever they call it. And so I did my own Marvel Comics logo. And I add those on later so I can just do the drawing. And here's the Gibson books. That's my logo I made years ago for Gibson Book. And the name of my comic book company-ish. Yeah, that was a fun one to draw. All right, I'm gonna make a few more design decisions on this. Oh, did you put something in the, oh, you posted it? All right, let's see Jack's. Sorry, too busy looking at my own crap. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you for the likes. Do not forget to subscribe as well if you're really enjoying this artwork. I know it's a slow process, but I enjoy it. Let's go back to the community. Newest. And here is Jack working on his Hulk behemoth style body type. Very, very cool, Jack. That reminds me of some of my early work, the way you do in the chest and the arms and the abs. Yeah, it's a whole different body style when you're trying to draw the Hulk. All right, Nova, thanks for hanging in here as long as you could. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow maybe for a while. Ah, Walmart Express delivery. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So let's get this, and we'll just kind of indicate, but not draw every cube of the ab muscles. Yeah, I want this to go over a little more. And I always like to put this, it's kind of a stylized version of the upper hip flexor thigh muscle that I like to do. I'm not sure if it really exists or not in that shape, but I always put it on there. Have a great day, Nova. We'll see you next time. Put a few folds in the underwear on the outside. Get this belt outside of the profile of the obliques. indicator line for the bottom of that peck. Don't have to get too crazy with that. We can indicate and show the design more thoroughly with shading and color variation. Thank you for being here, everybody. Close this up, the convergence between these two quad muscles, the tear and this larger outside section. I'm not sure what it's called, or I don't really have a name for it myself. Again, thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for all the support. And especially today, we're getting some really good contributions to the community section. It's always fun to check out what you guys are doing for your artwork and your progress from drawing every day. The Lego Hulk. You're probably inspired by the Lego Hulk because you are a Lego kid, right? You're into the Legos. So yeah, you should have some inspiration from what you enjoy. Yes, Hulk is ultimate. Art by Amir. Thank you, Amir. Appreciate your comment and appreciate you being here. So, in this, with his torso tilted, something I'm thinking of, you got to kind of condense the abs on this side and stretch out the abs on this side. Since this side's kind of, he's bending, leaning into this side. So you would bring and just do some indicator lines. And then these obliques would be completely, serrated, stretched. And then these would be contracted and shorter lines. Some subtle things to keep in mind when you're with anatomy, how the abs move. So Art by Amir says, hey everyone, I recently started a watercolor painting channel. Oh yeah, I didn't check that out. I want to check that out. Give me some honest feedback on my video quality. Is the pacing good and the tutorial easy to follow? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. The paint is Superman. The paint is Superman? The subject of this one is Superman, if that's what you are saying. All right, where are we at here? Stupid thing. I don't know why it does that. Very frustrating. All right, I don't know what to do. Switch accounts, maybe. Oh, I got another subscriber on my Gibson book. I uploaded my most viewed video again yesterday, reloaded it. Karen from the Plankton, the movie. Very annoying. Welcome, Danny. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you back, Danny. Yeah, 17 likes. We're going to keep on trucking too. So we're at the 75-minute mark. So it's at art underscore by underscore mirror. Gibbs, you are from LA, right? No, I am not from LA. I'm from Illinois, 135 miles west of Chicago, over by the Mississippi River, in a podunk little farm town. Population is smaller than the number of subscribers I have. You guys would not even be able to find this little town on a map. I think the population here is like 2,200. I have 2,252 subscribers. So I'm from Illinois, in the middle of America. Underscore one. Used to live in Florida, but not anymore. Okay, I'm gonna view your channel, Amir. And I see you have some watercolor, a 10-minute video. This is one of Amir's videos. Let's turn it. Looks like he's doing the horizontal. Yep, we'll be checking that out, Amir. Thank you for, looks very cool. I like it so far. Yep, I will check it out. Everybody check out Amir's channel. We like to support each other, small YouTubers and artists. So now that I've found it, I will keep checking back and seeing how you're doing, Amir. Let's get another pectoral indicator line on the rib cage. Make some decisions with this arm. Hey, art is crosses all different languages, so you don't have to be good at speaking English. Just get your art on there and let it speak for itself. That's my opinion. My artwork goes all over the world. Costis from Romania, have a lot of different subscribers from India, Europe. So yeah, art has its own international language. So don't worry about that. And with all the translation functions that YouTube has, there's really no language barriers to speak of. Yeah. Yeah, most of us Americans aren't very good at speaking English either. Good point, Nick. Just gonna rough out some fingers here. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Right. Yeah, the translator is an awesome feature here on YouTube. I use it a lot for different comments. I get comments from all over the world. And sometimes it's in their native language, so I use a translator a couple times a week, typically. Appreciate everybody, all the likes. I think we're up to 18. Very good. As we're getting this Superman saving a police officer. Yeah, I don't know enough about The Simpsons to get that reference, but I see now that it is one. All right. Superman's coming together. I think maybe I'll work on the officer a little bit. And then I'll get started on the undercarriage of the vehicle. Appreciate the likes, everybody. Yeah, this is kind of a really thinking on this one because it's large scale for one. And I'm just trying to anticipate this car. I want to make it look halfway legit, if you know what I mean. Too legit to quit. Before I move on, I want to adjust this Superman logo a little bit. The shield. Yes, we have Batman, Robin, and Aquaman all here. Wonder Woman had to leave. Whatever night we gotta Leia. Expect the worst in Awake. Hi, Leia. Lael. Maybe it's Lael. Lael. I don't know. Sorry for butchering your name. Thank you for all the likes. We're up to 20. Very well done. All right, I'm going to switch references for a second. Go back to my police officer reference. If it'll open up. There we go. Stupid. Why don't they expand? I don't know. When we're all stuck in the highest point of outer space and high. Interesting comment. Everything is not what it seems. You're caught between fantasy and reality. Costi says, I'm a fan of cartoons myself. I'm also a fan of Disney. I have some Disney characters. I saw all those Disney characters on your wall before, Costi. Yeah, Lael is talking very cryptically. It's a, oh boy. Whatever. Welcome everyone to the GCI Studios live stream. We are working on it's going to be basically a giant cover. Poster board I'm using is 14 by 22. So it's the biggest piece I've done since I started the channel back up. And it's a request from Jack, who on here appears as James Spicer. He's one of our moderators, and he requested a Superman catching a car, saving a civilian. So I just kind of altered that a little bit. He's saving a Metropolis police officer. Murder scene. A case of mistaken identity. So I'm just getting some of his basic structure laid in here. Favorite song? Probably my favorite song right now lately is In the Ghetto by Elvis Presley. Bet you nobody was expecting that as a favorite song. In the ghetto. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's the song he sang at the end of his concert in 1969, the one that was on television, TV special, where he dreams of a better land where everyone walks in hand in hand. Tell me why, why can't my dreams come true? Something like that. Because that was like after Martin Luther King had been killed, a lot was going on in the world, and he was doing it as a social, political statement. Why can't we all just get along? Hope burning brighter somewhere. There's a world filled with darkness and pain, no more. And I dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why can't my dreams come true? I'm gonna scare away all my viewers. Superman, save me. Thank you. Alik, thank you for that comment. Thank you for being here. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, those of you who are joining, if you have a comment or question, do not hesitate to jump in here. We got a nice group. We're all friends here. No drama. Costi, wait, not only is Batman, Robin, and Aquaman here, Superman himself is here. Yes, the Bat of Steel. Interesting fun fact about Elvis, he was a comic book fan. He liked a kid version of Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel was a DC character. It was like Marvel Lad or Marvel. Good morning, Casey. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your comment and your participation in the group. Yeah, we're just doing I'm using a little bit of reference and kind of altering it to fit what I'm trying to accomplish here. Superman saving a metropolis city police officer. Yes, you? Who, me? Thank you, Alik. And I dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone. Tell me why. Tell me why. Why can't my dreams come true? Oh, hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Appreciate your participation and for joining us today. Welcome to GCI Studios. You've come at a time when we're doing our most epic project of the since I started the channel back up in 2024. I've not done anything on this scale in a long time. Certainly not since I started the channel back up. Yes, me too, Elizabeth. Superman is got to be, if not the favorite. He's in the top 2 with the bats. Spider-Man. I don't think so. I don't think anybody surpassed your record of requests. Yeah, you're not a Batman fan as much as a Superman. I get that. It's certainly understandable. Batman, Deadpool, Spider-Man, in order for Nicholas. Yep, I think your record is alive and well. I don't think anybody came close to surpassing that record, Costi. People are starting to wake up here where I'm living. I can hear cars driving around. It is 5:16 in the morning. We've been on here for 98 minutes working on this. I'm trying to get this light a little brighter. There's a light. Yes, Elizabeth, I will save you. What socks are you wearing, Jack? Spider-Man? Thor? Good guess. I say Spider-Man. That's 2 Spider-Man, 1 Thor. Oh, still didn't get it. Batman. Yeah, this is a comic book cover. I'm going to do the full treatment on this as we get farther. It's going to look like a comic book cover. Captain America, what the crap? Traitor. I thought you were a DC fan. I guess I was wrong. Old Cap's gonna be back in December in the new movie. That was really gonna be cool. Yeah, I knew that about you. You kind of had that glaring feeling of being a Marvel fan, first and foremost. Especially with a life-size Deadpool living in your house. Thank you for being here, everyone. Please do not forget to hit that like button and also consider subscribing. The Superman part of this is coming along. I'm kind of dreading trying to figure out how to draw the underneath side of this car. It's going to be a lot of reference. Just rely on your training, GCI. You'll be fine. Ooh, life-size Batman would be very cool. And I dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps smiling every. Tell me why. Tell me why. Hello, Katrina. Wow, this is awesome, she says. My name is Lighton, and I love your drawings. My Nana Katrina found your channel and showed me. As us as artists, we love drawing, painting, and wood carving ourselves. Well, great, Katrina and Lighton. Thank you both for being here, and I'm glad you found my channel. And you are certainly welcome to join this GCI Studios community and be a big part of what we do here. Thank you very much for that. And telling me your little story. I like hearing how people find my channel. YouTube does not always push it, especially since this year. I had more. I think YouTube pushed it a little harder last year than they have been this year, but we persevered. So people like you, Lighton, and your Nana, Katrina, other artists who can appreciate what we do here. We have a really great community, and you guys are welcome to be a part of that. And we like to support each other in our art and, just be there for each other. Have a platform where we can talk about art and share it with each other in the community. And everybody can continue to draw every day and continue to get better and better at what we do. Thank you very much, Nick. Yeah, it is coming together. I was wondering how this larger scale would work. Trying to use the principles of that. I told you guys yesterday a technique that I had been using when I was finishing my art with the computer. And so I had a simplified version of what I do with the lines. So I'd be able to, add the color with the computer, flood the different zones. And I like the way it turns out. And it really takes the inking process well. So I appreciate that, Nick. We draw every day, so we keep getting better and better every day. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Consider subscribing today, becoming a part of this community, so you don't miss our daily live streams. This is going to be an ongoing project. Probably going to be a couple weeks on this. Just from the scale of it and how much detail I have left to do on the car. New question after so long. Yes, I am ready for your question, Costi. Sophie, welcome. My name is Heather. I love your videos. All right. Thank you very much, Sophie. Appreciate you. Thank you for your comment and for jumping in here. I love making my videos and sharing them with you guys. And I also love supporting other artists who are trying to do similar work. So Heather, welcome. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to our community. Oh, you meant to say Sophie. All right. Gotcha, Sophie. And I really appreciate your comment. It means a lot. Like I said before, for years I was just sitting in my studio drawing for myself, and I just really enjoy this platform that YouTube provides so I can share my art with other people. Yes, so I'd like to say hello to Reed, Sophie's brother. Welcome to GCI Studios. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day, Reed. All right, I gotta get back to Costi's question real quick, everybody. Just a second. Okay, here's his question. Iron Man, of course, the MCU version versus Blue Beetle, the 2023 live-action standalone Blue Beetle movie. Who would win? Iron Man, of course. So your brother Reed, yes, Reed also likes my videos, which is great to hear. Thank you for that, for letting me know that, Sophie. And he's drawing a Superman right now. Well, you guys subscribe if you haven't already. And in 24 hours, you can start posting in my community, because I would love to see Reed's artwork and his interpretation. I love to see other people's interpretations of Superman, all the favorite characters. Yes, it's Reed Richards. Yeah, I'm saying Iron Man, Thrill House. I knew he would be for Iron Man. He would crush Blue Beetle like a bug, like a beetle. Appreciate all you new people getting some comments in here and letting me know how you found my videos, and appreciate the fact that you are enjoying them. So the other comic book artists who have YouTube channels, you know, they got an advantage because they're well known. I started from scratch first in 2018, drawing my Hulk cover. It was the same scale and size as this, and stopped after a month, and then picked my channel back up in 2024 at the encouragement from my grandson and my brother, Rustic Spin Groove. And so now I can share my artwork with all you guys. Yes, a hands down for the Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Hulk versus the Thing, who wins? I think Hulk would just kick the Thing right across the room like a big pile of rocks. Completely obliterating. The character known as the Thing. Katrina says she's only 8 years old. Her cousin Leah and Nana Katrina are always with me when I check out new channels. Some of my artwork is on Kev the Poke Ghost channel. He did a video of my art, of my work. Very cool. Yeah, it's great that you guys do this as a family. Go to these different channels. Hello, Bronze Draws. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the likes. And guys, consider subscribing so you do not miss any of this. This is going to be a process. Just to give you an idea of the scope we're working on. I can't even raise my boom up high enough to see the whole page, but yeah, this goes clear to the top of my drawing table. Just about 1.5 inches from the top. Had to move all my monitors and iPads out to the sides because this paper we're working on is 14 by 22. It's actually a poster board. Oh, Lighten is 8 years old. Okay. Yeah, Katrina's the Nana, I think. I'm glad to have the whole family watching the videos and joining our community. I'm glad I like to help young people, encourage young people to keep drawing every day. That's the name of this series, this daily show that I do, just draw every day. And then if you guys have any questions, and I can give you input on how, my process of drawing and how I approach things. Like today, before we started this, for those of you who have just joined, I was doing just these, divided a page in my sketchbook to 4 sections just to draw some layouts. This was one of the first ideas. Superman stayed pretty much the same, but I've kind of gone with more like this for the police officer, changed that a little bit just to get an idea of what we were doing here. We are a comic book family, comic book art family, a strong community. And it's because of you guys that I'm monetized and make a few dollars every day as you guys watch my long form videos with the ads that have been put on there. I'm going to start selling swag, my keychains again. Remember, my art is for sale. And I can do some commissions. If any of you would like a commission of a GCI artwork. So who's cooler, the 2003 Hulk or the 2008? I'm voting 2008 for sure. Ed Norton gets my vote. I thought the Eric Bana Hulk was a little bit too magoo to steal a phrase from Jim Carrey in Liar Liar. Yeah, he was just kind of magoo. Did not like the design of that Hulk. I mean, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the movie at the time, but Ed Norton's Hulk was a little extreme, but it reminded me of the way I drew the Hulk, especially in my younger years. Ralph. The down arm is too big. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, now that I'm looking at it. Let me get my reference back. I don't remember what that down arm looked like. Yeah, I think the reference, the down arm was too big too. Good point. Thank you for that, pointing that out to me, Ralph, before I got too far along here. See, nobody's perfect. The hand is way too big. The positioning is good. Yep, I was getting so worked up about the rest of it, I wasn't even paying attention to that Hellboy arm that was going on there. You know, he'd be kind of throwing it back anyway, so that would even. Posse says, who's bad ass 2008 Hulk, Ed Norton, or 2012 Ruff? Oh, that's a good question. Ruffalo. That is a good question. I'm going to take anatomy wise. I think Mark Ruffalo's Hulk wins just because of the extreme nature of the Ed Norton Hulk, the extreme anatomy that they gave him. Thanks again, Ralph. Good morning, everybody. All you newcomers, thank you for being here. Right, Shamir, my name, Ink, Rolex, Art Tie. What one's the strongest? All right, let's leave that for now. I'll come back to that later. Joe Biden as a goth mummy. That's pretty funny. Ratish Kumir, thank you for letting us know about your channel. Name Ink Rolex Art High. Very cool. Thank you everybody for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying what we got going on here today. And yeah, if you see something glaringly out of whack in one of these, I got so much going on, sometimes I lose track of some of those simple things like an oversized arm. So thank you for that, Rafi boy. I sound old. Yes, I am old, mother. I am 63 years old and still drawing comic book characters. How pathetic is that? I'm proud to be an old man. Where are we at on time? There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that angry version. Should be a nice one. 2020, 12, 2028, right down in order. Welcome everyone. Please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel and joining this GCI Studios Communiteo. I think that arm looks a little better now. Just gotta get a definite profile outer line for this forearm. My name is Katrina understands about commissions, as she's done commission pieces for her clients since she was 13 years old. Wow. Good job, Nana. Her pieces are in big companies overseas. She does it for the love of art. Wow. Thank you, Lighten, for bringing out that information. And she lets you use her YouTube account so you can get on here and share your information. Appreciate that very much, Lighten. That's so cool that Katrina has been able to do that. An accomplished artist. We love having accomplished artists here to get their input and advice, because I am not an accomplished artist. At least not as far as selling things. And being a professional artist. Oh yeah, Wednesday at midnight, or Spider-Man's coming up next week. He's Batman, for crying out loud. Oh, at 7 on Wednesday. Wow, they were letting it out early, huh? Very cool. Hello, Tim. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for jumping in there. We got 23 likes so far, and that ain't bad. Creeping up on 6 a.m. here in Illinois. Gibbs, what about you? What was the question? Who's the better Daredevil, Charlie Cox or Ben Affleck? I say Charlie. Ben did a good job. I mean, you hadn't seen Daredevil on any screen to speak of up until that point. But I think Charlie Cox has got a little bit better representation of the devil. All right, I think I'm going to go for about another 15 minutes or so. Please don't forget to hit that like button, folks, and think about subscribing if you haven't already. And try to get done before people start waking up here at the house. Grandkids are staying with us those last few days since we got back from vacation. So they're all asleep upstairs so far. Oh, so the car is going to be up here. Been kind of indicating muffler and a catalytic converter. 24 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. And please think about subscribing. If you get a chance later on today, try to watch the replay of this. I'm gonna turn on the ads. So we'll have some ads on here. I'll be right back. 1 second, please. And I'm back. Hello, Teusis. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Appreciate your comment. Tuis. Yes, I'm back. I was thinking about putting a down arm like this guy. Maybe even this leg back a little more, going this way. Maybe we can do it from up here, obviously. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you joining in and the comment. Please, everybody, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. And join in the community. Oh, we have another artist in the house. How you say that? Let's get out of this for a second. And do this. And open this up. H 47. thank you very much, Rosie, for that comment. Sorry I missed that a second ago. Glad you are enjoying what we got going on. Please think about hitting the like and subscribing. Here's some art from our buddy here. Tolsing. There you go. Good job, guy. Get you a little notoriety here. Let people see what you're doing. That's our buddy that just joined a few seconds ago. TULSISINGH 47. He's got 3 subscribers and counting. Keep up the good work. Appreciate your contribution and pointing out that channel to us. Yeah, sometimes you really have to concentrate to draw an actual everyday human after drawing superheroes all the time. Nova's back. I thought you might make it back before we were done. And hello, Dudette, our female anatomy guru. The truth shall set you free. You probably tell I watched Liar Liar while I was on the cruise ship. A lot of Jim Carrey references. Did you get it in the community yet, Miss Nova? Cool. Keep on drawing, Jack. Excuse me. How rude. Coughing on my live stream. Totally unacceptable. I think I hear my neighbor's chickens starting to move, cackle around. It's getting close to sunrise. RZK Gaming, welcome. Nice to meet you, RZK. Welcome to the stream. We are about 2 hours in to a request from one of our moderators slash obviously subscribers. Superman catching a car, saving a Metropolis police officer from being crushed by some unknown villain. Who's hurling automobiles all over the city of Metropolis. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you commenting. RZK, have you been here before? That's your handle does not sound familiar, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm old. I could have forgot. Got about 5 more minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. Krusty. Krusty the Clown. Think you have your next project, Nick. Krusty the Clown. Yeah, it's actually a good one. RZK. Might give Nick some inspiration to make a Krusty the Clown character. Get that in the community. Nick Rowe the Clown, yeah. Appreciate all the likes, everybody. You are too kind, too kind. Appreciate the likes, everybody. I keep saying that, but I just want to let you know, I appreciate you guys taking time to not only stop by the channel, but to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Okay. Wasn't sure if it was posted yet. You said you had some new art. Thank you for that heads up, Nick and Noah. Go to the community, hit the newest. Oh yeah, looking good. Look at that. Check that out. That is Nova's picture she's been working on today. Beautiful shading as usual. Awesome line work. Thank you very much for posting that. Giving that a thumbs up and hitting the heart. Okay, we're down to about a minute left, folks. I'm gonna have to wrap this up and I'll do more research on the undercarriage of this vehicle. Get the music going to wrap things up. Eat stream. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up today's stream, everybody. I want to thank everyone for all your support, all the conversation you guys kept going, all the newcomers. Great. Thank you for jumping in there, and loved hearing some of your telling how you found the channel, and really glad to hear you're appreciating the videos, especially these live streams. So every one of you, if you get a chance, please rewatch this today, or just let it play in the background on your devices, whatever. And we'll be working on this again for the foreseeable future. Great to have you all here. Great to have all these new people. Great to have Costi back for the entire stream. Got one more post of Costi's to check out before we wrap it up. So we go back to studio, go back to community, hit the newest. So Costi says, I present to you Nick Rowe the Clown. This is a joke, by the way. And there is Nick Rowe Thrillhouse the Clown. Good job, Costi. That was quick. Awesome job. So that was Costi's latest contribution to the community. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the participation throughout the entire 2-hour plus stream we had today. And be sure and check back again tomorrow morning. Yeah, big burn. Mud and red paint on the face. Thank you again for all your support. Great stream once again. And we'll finish up, not finish up, but continue on, get started on this car. And great stream. Everybody have a great day. And remember, thank you very much, Costi, Nova, Nick, Jack, Danny, everybody who was here, all of our newcomers, Katrina, Lighten. Please draw every day. Later.